In 2011, साउथ एशियन अवार्ड्स ने इनको यंग एंटरप्रेन्योर ऑफ द ईयर के अवार्ड से नवाजा. I'm excited to be talking to the founder and the CEO of TheAppLabb, a well-known technology company that focuses on strategy, design, and development of mobile and web apps. Welcome to Spotlight, Mr. Kundan Joshi.
Thank you, Amitha. Thank you for having me.
Love to have you here. And let's start off with telling us a little bit more about yourself.
For sure. So I was born and brought up in India, in the beautiful city of Mumbai. So I finished my education over there. I finished my high school over there. I finished my first year of engineering in India when my parents decided to move to Canada. So moved along with them. I finished my education, my degree in software engineering from the University of Western Ontario, which was an amazing school and amazing experience. Then after that, I started my own business after school while pursuing a few jobs and got married to my wife about 6 years back.
Of course, Survey.
Survey indeed.
So I have to ask you, आप इंडिया में born and brought up हुए, अभी भी हिंदी आपको याद है या?
जी बिल्कुल, हिंदी भी याद है, मराठी भी याद है, संस्कृत भी याद है. So
Sanskrit, yes, that's interesting. Like most people don't know Sanskrit क्योंकि थोड़ी सी old age हिंदी होती है.
For sure.
How did you pick up Sanskrit?
Well, I took Sanskrit as a course in school. Intentionally, I had a choice between French and Sanskrit. Now, if I look back at it, French would have been useful as well. But I wanted Sanskrit mainly because obviously I wanted to understand the scriptures. I wanted to understand all the religious scriptures or from the spirituality perspective, and it helped. I mean, it's a great language. I mean, when you understand Sanskrit really well, it increases your fluency in other languages as well, which I noticed with my learning in Sanskrit. Yeah.
What other language? So आपने कहा कि English obviously, Hindi, Marathi, Sanskrit.
Those are the main languages. I obviously understand Punjabi and Gujarati and Urdu and so on, like everyone does. But,
do you deal with a lot of clients where you have to make use of that language skills?
Not so much. I mean, our clients are mainly in Canada, USA. We have clients in Hong Kong and Malaysia as well. But I don't speak Chinese or Cantonese or Mandarin. So obviously we have interpreters and whatnot. So I haven't really used any of those languages in business as such. But it's always good to know languages, right? It always, I mean, it helps with your communication skills, the more languages you know. So for sure.
Awesome. So you were already going where I wanted to go. So आप international हो गए हैं. So tell us a little bit about your journey into your professional career at present, or आपकी venture into the AppLab.
Certainly. So my professional career started in university itself. So to backtrack, I mean, I didn't want to be an entrepreneur at that point. I was pursuing software engineering.
I heard that, yes.
To become a programmer or become a software engineer, get into the technology field, obviously, which is something I enjoyed and I was passionate about. But during my engineering, it was a summer job that sort of changed my thinking around. It was a sales job or door-to-door sales job, which initially was like, wow, this is a tough job. I don't know if I'm going to do it. But I realized that I enjoyed sales. I just enjoyed the fact that you get an opportunity to understand people's problems and provide solutions. That concept really, I just enjoyed that, as well as obviously interaction with people, ability to communicate with them, ability to understand their issues and trying to solve them whichever way you can. So that's what changed things around, and I realized that I was a really good salesperson. So so good that actually I was the top salesman for Rogers, which is where I was working for during my summer job, and they didn't want me to leave to go back to school.
Well, and as said, why would they want you to leave?
So at that time I said, okay, you know what, I can. I mean, it wasn't Rogers itself. It was actually a segment of it was a reseller for Rogers. So I told the reseller that, you know what, I'm moving back to London, so I can start up a branch for you. So that was sort of the beginning of my entrepreneurial journey, where I started my own business.
You took the initiative.
I took the initiative. I started my own branch, which was a successful venture. But at that time, it was high-speed internet sales were really hot. As they started declining, I realized, okay, I need to start doing something different.
Change with the times, dynamic.
Indeed. So at that time, I was pursuing software engineering, which is something I was passionate about regardless. So I was like, you know what, let's try and pursue a business within this field. So I set up my own team, a couple of programmers who were students actually at that time.
Wow.
I said, okay, you know what, I have an apartment, stay there for free, work for me for free. So that's how it sort
you
of started.
You actually provided them with the platform as well as you were growing.
Exactly.
Amazing.
So it's that's how it started. People came to me and asked me, hey, you're a software engineer, can you do a website for us? And I was like, well, they don't teach me that, but I can find a way to get that done. So that's how it started. And then beyond that, after I graduated, I still pursued a few jobs with Bell Canada, Ministry of Education, and so on. While obviously being a new immigrant, I had to make sure that I was earning while I was pursuing my dreams. So in the evenings and weekends, I worked hard to still keep on building my business. And at one point when I realized it was the right time, I went full time into my business and started with Jooshi Inc., which is now the holding company, but Jooshi Inc. was mainly a digital agency. And then last 3 years back, we rebranded into the AppLab, focused on mobile technology. That's where we realized the future is, as well as that's where our passion was. And our vision was as well. Our vision was mainly to be the most innovative company. So that's where we realized we could accomplish that vision.
And that's where it has come to. You've gone local to international. So I want to talk a little bit more about that.
Certainly.
तो अगर एक क्लाइंट आपके पास आता है तो क्या-क्या सर्विसेज उनको मिलता है from the AppLab?
Certainly. So AppLab, I mean, we work with various clients, right from major enterprise clients like Dell, Samsung, Toronto National Film Festival, Auto Show, and so on, as well as some of the most innovative startups, the next WhatsApps and next Twitters and so on. So it's a very wide space that we. When a client comes to us, our main objective is to make sure that whatever idea they have, we bring it to fruition in the best possible way to make it a successful product. So it starts with an app strategy, which is an extremely important thing to make sure that our client understands what their vision for the app is, what their vision for their product is, and we help guide them through our experience of having built hundreds of apps so far. We can guide them in terms of what's the right way to build the app. So make sure the planning is correct, the planning is the best possible, whether it's planning just from the product roadmap perspective or the planning is from what kind of market they should acquire or what is their user validation, so on and so forth. So it starts with the app strategy. Once we have completed the app strategy, it goes on to the design of the app to make sure that the app has the best possible user experience. So the end users, whether they are internal employees of the company or they are customers who are using the app, they enjoy using the app. They have a great time using the app, as well as they find the right value, which the client intends to. So
work, not just work, it's like having fun with it, and they do go ahead more with their business too with it. Then.
Indeed. And then the last step and the most important step is engineering the app or developing the app to be a very robust, strong application, scalable application, which will not just work, but also be able to keep on building upon itself and become a very strong product eventually. So that's sort of the main process of it. And then obviously we also help with the marketing of the app, making sure we drive as many downloads as possible to it, and so on and so forth.
And in this day and age, that's very important, I would say.
Important, indeed.
That's amazing. You know, you have become successful with the AppLab, and now you're helping other people develop their own successful apps and how they can take their business forward.
Indeed.
So, Kundan, could you tell our viewers where they can find more about the AppLab?
Certainly. They can go to our website, www.TheAppLab, so TheAppLab, lab.com, and they'll find all the information that they need to over there.
There you go. But what you don't know about Kundan is, beyond the AppLab, you're also a very active leader in the Indo-Canadian community. In fact, you were awarded the ICC Member of the Year award by none other than the Honorable Prime Minister, Mr. Stephen Harper.
Certainly.
Amazing, and congratulations.
Thank you.
तो आज अब हम आप से पूछते हैं कि आप ICC के द्वारा कैसे हेल्प करते हैं, लाइक साउथ एशियन कम्युनिटीज़ के किस इश्यूज में इन्वॉल्व होते हैं और आपका रोल क्या होता है उसमें?
So I'm not involved with the ICCC anymore. I was involved though for more than 6 years. dating back. So it was quite some
span.
time indeed, and I enjoyed being a part of the Indo-Canada Chamber of Commerce from 2005 all the way till 2011 approximately. It started with me being a youth leader at that time, driving a lot of youth initiatives within the community, like Hindu Youth Conference, which I organized, South Asian Heritage Festival, which is now called Desi Fest, which I had started. So those were the initiatives I was involved in. So that's when one of the members of Indo-Canada Chamber of Commerce approached me and asked me to lead a division for the youth or the young professionals within the community. So that's where I started with the Young Professionals Committee, where my objective was mainly to ensure, or the ICCC's objective was mainly to ensure that it is a great platform for the young professionals, young entrepreneurs, where they can learn a lot, they can get mentored, they can get the right opportunities to achieve their goals, to achieve their dreams in essence. So that was what we did. I mean, that we did that through organizing several events. I started an event called Chai with CEO, which was a great opportunity to just learn from a lot of...
Almost sounds like, sorry, it sounds like coffee with Karan, but I love it. Chai with CEO.
Chai with CEO, indeed. So which was actually a very successful event, a series that went on for a long time. Then from young professionals, when it was handed over to suitable committee members, then I moved on to starting an initiative for new immigrants within Indo-Canada Chamber of Commerce. So started the Committee for New Immigrants, which was which included a very strong mentorship program where they could be paired with the right person, successful person in their same line of field, learn from them, get the right opportunities, get access to the right opportunities, and so on. So that was another initiative that I pioneered.
It's good actually you brought that up. I was going to actually ask you, आजकल new immigrants जो आते हैं, they say that they struggle.
Certainly.
Because there's issues with customization, or there might be issues with lack of resources. तो आपकी जो mentorship program आपने शुरू की थी, so that's amazing. How can people access that?
I believe the mentorship program is still going on at Indo-Canada Chamber of Commerce. I believe their website is ICCConline.org.
Sure,
I think, but you can Google
we can guide our viewers
for
to
sure,
that.
I'm sure they can find it. I believe their mentorship program is still going on. But the advice I'd like to give new immigrants is stick to your vision, right? It's very important. It's obviously it's tough, as is most other things. I mean, if you're trying to be an entrepreneur as a young individual, it's very tough. Same thing if you're trying to blend into a new environment, a new culture, a new country. It's very tough as well. But a very important thing to remember is have a vision for yourself and stay focused on that vision. So say for example you come to the country and you have a background in engineering, but you're not able to find a job in engineering. You might be forced to do some odd jobs, but it's very important that you still stick to that vision and make gradual progress towards that vision on a daily basis, whether that means you take up an internship position during the weekends, or you get involved in organizations where either you'll have access to more jobs, or whether you'll learn more from how the industry is specifically in this country, or you'll have access to mentors, which are successful people in your line of work, in your field, whether they are other successful engineers or most successful engineers in our community, or if you want to pursue entrepreneurship, then other successful entrepreneurs and so on. So it's very important to be involved, to try and keep making progresses towards that. I mean, Canada is a great country. It's a wonderful land of opportunity. We are very blessed. So although it will be tough initially, if you follow the right steps and you're always going with the positive attitude, you always keep on making incremental small victories towards your end goal, you'll succeed eventually.
Amazing. So the key point is have your vision down and work towards it and stay on it.
Indeed.
So Kundan, we found out about that successful businessman, the successful community leader who started a lot of programs that have gone beyond the initiation process now. But I also know that you are a very big leader into promoting South Asian cultural events. We know about how in 2010, I believe in the South Asian Midweek Awards, you were awarded the Youth of the Year award.
Right.
Amazing. So what do you do to promote South Asian cultural activities?
Certainly. It actually started all the way in university, in essence, where when I moved to Canada, I was new in Canada at that time, and I just realized that my peers who had people with their Indian backgrounds weren't as connected to their culture, which is something I realized that's something I thought that if I could do something to make them feel that it's cool to be involved in cultural activities as well as take pride in your culture, that's something I could probably make an impact on. So that's where at Western Ontario, I started the Hindu Students Association at that time, where we, apart from promoting, cultural activities like your festivals and just enjoying the culture in essence, we also did, we actually started a flagship event, which was a fundraiser for Kashmir, organized by Hindu Students Association in collaboration with Pakistani Students Association, where both of us together were helping the orphans in Kashmir. So things like that sort of started, made me realize I enjoy doing that. I enjoy helping or contributing towards the community. So that's how it started. Then I was involved in, as I mentioned, South Asian Heritage Festival, where I was one of the directors. I organized the Hindu Youth Conference. Then I became part of Indo-Canada Chamber of Commerce, where I think there were a few years where I organized more than 50 events a year or so on. And then obviously I co-founded a company called Black Diamond Entertainments for the last 3-4 years or so, where our main objective was to promote cultural activities.
So what kind of cultural activities? Is it music? Is it arts, like visual arts? Like what kind of activities are those?
It's mainly music and arts.
Okay.
So but more on a larger scale. So we organize several concerts, from Sunidhi Chauhan concert
Love
to
her, my
Sonu
favorite
Nigam
singer.
concert. Yeah, she's amazing. All the way to Punjabi International Film Academy Awards, International Film Festival, International Indian Film Festival, International Fashion Festival, so on and so forth. So we organize several major events, right from a smaller event with a big impact, all the way to events with 50,000 people at Rogers Centre. So so a whole wide range, and we just we enjoyed doing that. So it's more of a passion thing to sort of get people involved in the community, get them to help each other out, whether it's at a larger scale, 50,000 people interacting with each other, or at a smaller scale where people are sitting one-to-one with each other and helping each other out, sharing their thoughts.
And it's very true though, like events like those do bring people closer together, because I think in South Asian culture, music and arts is like infused into the culture.
It is.
And it's actually, it's amazing that you're using that as a platform to bring people together as well.
Certainly.
So you do a lot. How do you do it all? There's only 24 hours in the whole day. So beyond all this, is there another Kundan behind that businessman, the community person, the leader? Like, what do you do to relax? Is there a relaxing time?
Well, to be honest, what I truly enjoy is helping people. And if you can find passion in what you're doing on a day-to-day basis, that is in line with your passions, it works out the best. So because I enjoy helping people, whether it's me helping entrepreneurs achieve a successful product, or me helping companies achieve their visions, or me helping a new immigrant or a young professional by mentoring them, or organizing an event which brings the community together, those are all parts of my passion. So I enjoy every day, everything that I do. But that being said, I'm also a family man.
Yes, I was just going to ask, Surbi, as we mentioned before, she's very well known in the community. And so do you guys get time to spend together?
Well, I've been blessed that she's part of my company as well. So we enjoy doing what we do with the company together.
Nice.
So so that's how we sort of we infuse our passions into our mutual passions into the company, which is great. But we do spend family time by going on camping trips, on skiing trips, enjoying time with my nieces, nephews. So we enjoy family time as well.
So you are a family person as well.
Indeed.
I have to ask you one more thing. Surbi is also very well known in a community.
Yes.
She has made it on at her own mark, and she's done things. Is there ever like that husband-wife, okay, I'm doing this and she's doing that competition? I just had to ask.
Definitely not. It's something that we both enjoy. So we are working towards, we work collectively towards achieving our mutual vision. So it's never a competition, it's always a collaboration. In fact, I don't believe in competition as a whole at all. I think everyone, whether it's two people in the community or another person having the same business that I have, there's always room for collaboration. There's never such a thing as competition.
There you go. And that shows in your persona as well, because you've always been helping others through your initiatives, and that's where you are. Thank you. Yeah. Well, Kundan, it's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Likewise.
And thank you for taking the time. I know you're schedule is very busy, but thank you for taking the time to come and
Thank you
talk
for
to
having
us.
me here. I had a great time as well. Thank you.
Thank you. I have to wish you all the best with the little one who's on the way.
Indeed.
Yes.
Thank you.
Due soon. Surbi's due soon, I
Very
believe.
soon, yes.
Okay. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Thank you.
And we wish you all the best with the AppLab, and all the best to you, Surbi, and the little one on the way.
Thank you so much. Wish you all the best as well.
Thank you, Kundan.
Wonderful.
Well, there you have it, Mr. Kundan Joshi, जिन्होंने हमें दिखाया है कि we can get successful with our passions even if we are thinking outside the box, if we work hard towards it and keep at it. Well, that's a wrap for this week. Thank you for watching us. Continue to watch us as we will be bringing you guests who will inspire us with their success stories. You can get updates on Facebook or on Twitter, and write to me at vjamithaspotlight@gmail.com. Until next week, this is Amitha signing off, but inviting you to turn your passions into reality.